Chapter 14. Meditation is boring. Questioner. I had a very profound experience last year, and I felt I must be at the last stage. Maharaj. There is no last stage. Whose stage? Who is measuring? There is no stage at all. This is the impact of all your reading. What you read is reflected. Questioner. If this world is just an illusion, how important are experiences? As I said, this spiritual experience I had was very profound. I've lost a lot of friends, and I have diminishing interest in the world because of it. Should I force myself to take an interest in the world as I used to before this experience? I used to be active in social causes and charity work. Maharaj. Who is acting through the body? Your identity is covered with the body. So what you are doing is being done with the body knowledge base. In spirituality we say, you are not the body. You are not going to remain the body. Therefore, who is acting through the body? You say, you are talking, you are seeing, you are doing. You say, I am doing something. Who is saying that? The seer, the speaker, the invisible speaker is your identity, which is called Brahman, Atman, God, Master, or any other name. But since you're believing yourself to be the body form, you're therefore unable to know yourself in a real sense. So all your questions are body-related questions. Your social work, your friends, your relatives are body-related. Prior to being this, what kind of social work did you do? None. After the body dissolves, what kind of social work will you be doing then? None. Do social work, but don't relate it to the ego. Subtle ego is a great problem. Do it if you wish, do normal things, but at the same time, try to know yourself in a real sense. You are formless. You are not the body form at all. Where was this body form prior to beingness? Keep doing self-inquiry. Who is acting through the body? Who is listening? Who is reading? Who is looking at me? The whole world is projected out of your presence, spontaneous presence. That is the principle of all this spirituality. Spirituality just means to know yourself in a real sense. Questioner. I am torn between caring about the body and neglecting it. Maharaj, don't neglect the body, take care of the body. The body is a medium. Just try to know that prior to all this body knowledge, prior to the existence of the body, your presence was there. It was invisible, anonymous. I'm talking about that presence prior to beingness. Out of your presence, the entire world is projected. What you're talking about is related to the body only. You are totally separate from the body. You are to convince yourself of this reality. It is open truth. So whatever knowledge you have, whatever spiritual knowledge, whatever you're doing, these are all body-related actions. You cannot do anything. Prior to beingness, there was no I. Without your presence, you can't say I. I'm talking about that invisible presence, that anonymous presence, which we call Brahman, Atman, Paramatman, God. There is no limit. It is beyond sky. It is not encircled or confined. It is without limitations. Questioner. With the meditation, should I just concentrate on I am Brahman? Is that all I should do? Maharaj. You can do this. Be clear. Meditation is bringing you closer and closer to selfless self. Meditation is a must. It is a medium. Questioner. I'm pretty sure the meditation I've been doing is wrong. I've been doing a Buddhist meditation where you just observe the flow of thoughts. It's like watching the thoughts. You're not doing anything. The thoughts just carry on as they will. Like Zen meditation, disciplining the body and letting the thoughts flow. That is all. It's not doing me any good at all. Very boring. It's so boring that I fall asleep. Maharaj. Meditation should bring happiness. The purpose of meditation is to forget the entire world. You're measuring it, saying it is boring. Since you're measuring yourself in body form or as an individual, that is what is making it feel boring. There is no boring. Who is bored? Concentrate on who's boring. You are to concentrate on the meditator. Concentrate on the meditator when you're meditating, and eventually the meditator will disappear. Concentrate on the meditator, and eventually the meditator will disappear. Questioner. I don't believe in happiness or sadness or emotion anymore. Maharaj. Happiness, sadness, emotion, peace, tension, depression. These words never existed prior to beingness. There was no happiness, no peace, no boredom, no depression. Questioner. I'm not looking to be happy or anything. I'm looking to find out who or what I am. That is it. I don't care about peace or anything like that. Can the mind ever be still? Is it impossible to still the mind? Maharaj. You have given birth to the mind. There is no mind, no intellect. I am inviting your attention as to how you were prior to body knowledge, how you were prior to beingness. That is your identity. It is because we came across the body knowledge that all these problems started. Mind, ego, intellect, happiness, unhappiness, depression, tension, boring, all these words appeared. We have given the meanings to these words. What do you mean by boring? What do you mean by depression? Who is bored? What do you mean by peace? Who wants peace? Questioner. The body-mind wants peace. Maharaj. The mind just means the flow of thoughts. The mind does not have any identity. You have given birth to the mind, the flow of thoughts. You know that you're witnessing the thoughts. You're totally different from the thoughts. All this mind, ego, intellect, when did you first learn of these words? Questioner. Probably from useless books. Maharaj. You came across the words when you came across the body. Prior to beingness, you did not know who am I. Your presence was there, but you were unknown to that presence. All this talk of my mind, my ego, is all body-based knowledge. I'm trying to drive you away from body-based knowledge. Questioner. So I just have to let go of everything? Let go of all that completely? Maharaj. Don't do any physical exercise. Don't do any mental exercise. Try to know yourself in a real sense. Questioner. I will listen to you 100%. I can see where I am so stuck. From talking with you, I can see how I have become so stuck. Maharaj. Don't stress the brain. Be normal.